Welcome to the OMTC Award Ceremony. We would like to thank all of you for coming to recognize our students. They've worked really hard throughout the year, earning different credentials and certifications. You'll hear the word IRC or acronym a lot throughout this presentation, and what that stands for is Industry Recognized Credential. So we pride ourselves on allowing our students to earn credentials that will help them become more employable in their specific industry. Mrs. Harker and Ms. Brose are away today for FFA convention, but I am presenting to their students on their behalf. The students that I'm going to call have displayed proficiency in their specific career development area for the Missouri Agricultural Skills and Knowledge Certification. So when I call your name, please come down and receive your award. For dairy cattle evaluation, I have Karina Alessi, Jordan Duggar, a lot of these may be on the trip, Alexis Hayner, Bailey Kranz, Logan Lancaster, Maddie Prescott, Slade Rogers, McKinley Blackwell, Hunter Fry, Brett Gardner, Landon Hicks, Wes Pinson, Jordan Alessi, Connor Brose,
Congratulations.
Braden Curtis, Weston Pridemore, Addison Dodds. For Farm Business Management, Eli Golden, Lila Golden, Brady Harris,
Hunter Fry.
Oh, sorry. Brayley Shannon. For Floriculture, Faith Davis. Harley Higby.
Congratulations.
Addie Hunter. Emery McLeod. Sadie Schober. Bryson Berkshire. Adrian Bradshaw.
Congratulations.
For Forestry, Tucker Fry. Luke Watson. Rylan White. For Horse Evaluation, Cooper Lancaster. Logan Lancaster. Kadriana Volner. For Nursery Landscaping, Mackenzie Schober. For Poultry, Brody Bloomer. Zoe Kreiner. Rusty Deaton. Landry Golden. Slade Rogers. Sam Peterson and Jackson Kelly.
This is for their ASC certifications. Colton Wilson. Cooper Vaughn. Just stand wherever they take the
What?
Just stand wherever they tell you to stand.
Where do I
Just
stand?
stand in front of me.
Chris Saladin, CJ. Justin Mortars.
Read over.
Houston Duggar.
You can just go on down
Chris Allen. Garrett Hutzel. Just hand these out for me.
I mean, you're fine. They can just start going.
Brady Anderson. Stand there and hand this out for me. Caden Murphy. Levi Jordan. Riley Anderson. Jacob Rainey. Okay, that is all my ASC certifications. Now I'm going to go through OSHA 10. As I call your name, please come forward. Anthony Mora. Garrett Hutzel. Patty Jones. Lincoln Davidson. You might Chris Saladin, CJ. Okay. Now, this is for forklift certification. Anthony Mora. Lincoln Davidson. Patty Jones. Riley Campbell. Garrett Hutzel. And CJ. Okay, and Aaron Sherwood. And this is for OSHA 10. Sorry. Okay, and then my final award for the year will be my OMTC Auto Body Student of the Year. For my PM will be Brady Anderson. And Chris Allen. Okay, and this final award is for the Student of the Year. These are for students that are exemplary. They go above and beyond. They do whatever is needed to be done, whatever is asked, and they spend a lot of hours, a lot of times after school and my open shop time. So these are some amazing students. All of my students are amazing, but these are the top two. So that is that. I'm going to turn it over to John Emery.
Good morning. My name is Mr. Emery. I'm the auto mechanics instructor. If my morning and afternoon classes would come down. Special. Okay. In auto mechanics, we give out the ASE student certification test. It is a 2-year program, so our juniors, get the option to take 4 tests the first year, 5 tests the second year. As the students takes the test, they can master out their senior year. We give 9 tests total over the 2-year period. Receiving certifications this year, Levi Creed, John Morgan, Malachi Johnson, Solomon Turner, Gabriel Frost. Did the afternoon students not show?
They're supposed to be here.
Gabriel Hubert, Quentin Green, Evan Clayton, Skylar Neff, Wesley Chamberlain, Eli Collins, Levi Finch, Malachi Johnson, Joshua Cox, Jaden Russo, Darren Seibert, Caden Tubner, Nicholas Lonhon, or Reed, Jonathan Helpstein. Can never say your name. Caden Mitchell, Caleb Christie, Jackson Jones, Chance Adamson, Mason Price, okay, the next three that I announce have passed all tests up to date. We have one test left to take. We'll take it next Friday. They've passed automotive electrical, manual drive, and auto transmission, brakes, maintenance and light repair, steering and suspension, engine repair, heating and air conditioning. The last test we're going to take is next Friday, which will be engine performance. Charlie Collins, Cody Baxter, and Corey Hicks. All three have passed every test up to date. Our top student this year, Corey Hicks. Thank you, that's auto mechanics.
Take a picture with them.
Good morning. I am Miss Getson. I'm the business teacher at the OMTC. I want to start by thanking all of my students for a fantastic year. We have learned so much and achieved so much. I have a few awards to give out this morning. My top logo designer. In my multimedia class, we design a lot of logos for different things. And my top logo designer is Isabella Wade. I teach 4 sections of personal finance, and as all of you know, personal finance is very important. And my top student in personal finance is Madeline Jarrett. At the OMTC, we reach out to our community members to see what our students need to learn, and most of our students have grown up using Google, and our community members think that it's still important for our students to know how to use Microsoft, and it's a big learning curve for a lot of our students. But my top Microsoft specialist is Evie Virtue.
I was going to skip today.
No. So in my classroom, we use a lot of different programs, and Canva is one that we go to a lot for designing logos, designing shirts, and editing pictures, and this student excels in Canva. There is nothing that I've thrown at her that she could not create or fix, and that's Addie Watson. stay here for a second. So this girl is also very special to me because she is my FBLA president, and there is a lot that goes into FBLA, and I'm not sure I could make it without her this year, and so my FBLA award goes to Addie Watson. My other FBLA award is for a newcomer. This student is a freshman and she has stepped up big in FBLA, and I'm really excited to see where she goes with it, and that's Helena Emery. This student definitely keeps me on my toes, but there's no discussion in my class that he cannot provide a new perspective to, and that is Malachi English. My only year-long class is multimedia, and we do everything from taking pictures and videos to creating presentations, and this student really excels at making everything look good, and that's Evelyn Peterson. And my last award, I'm not sure the student would agree with this necessarily, but if you've ever designed a website, you know how tedious it is to write code. And this student is really good at finding mistakes, making websites look good and function, and that's Clayton Maloney.
Hello, my name is Alan Keeling. I'm the construction teacher here at the OMTC. I have a few certifications to hand out, so if you would, when I call your name, come on down. This first one is just OSHA 10. It's a 10-hour safety course that is recognized in the construction industry. Patrick Marshall. Wesley Pinson. Justin Chick. Christian Stillwell. Logan Lancaster. Hunter Potter. Nate Ballard. Lance Johnson. Gabe Long. Raymond Bailey. Taylor Stone. Kayla Bowman. Shina Arnold Perez. Hunter Butcher. And Brandon Thompson. These kids all spent a lot of time studying safety in order to get those certificates. We also have a forklift certification, which took a little bit of time and effort to drive a forklift to get certified to be able to hold one of these cards here. So Hunter Butcher. Kayla Bowman. Logan Lancaster. Wesley Pinson. Jackson Ward. and Taylor Stone. You got your OSHA card last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I have certifications from the Career Connections, which is the curriculum that the St. Louis Carpenters Union endorses. So these are certificates saying that they have completed the skill level 3 for the Career Connections. And this also gives them 6 months off of a apprenticeship, which will increase their pay if they decide to go into the carpenters field for the St. Louis Carpenters Union. Lance Johnson. Good job. Raymond Bailey. Shina Arnold Perez. Nate Ballard. And Jackson Ward. This next award is typically most of the awards go to seniors or kids that are a little more involved in as far as Skills USA. I wanted to present this young man with an award. It's called the Exemplary Junior. Most of the time the seniors, they've been there, they're more experienced, and so they lead the juniors, showing them what to do. This young man, he came in as a junior, and he has been a leader from the beginning, and he doesn't even try to. He just steps in, does it, people follow him. He leads some of the others that are a little unsure, and they kind of cling to him and they learn from him as well. So I want to present this award to Wesley Pinson. Thanks, sir. This next award is another junior. He came in, he's been a hard worker the entire time. He's been very involved in Skills USA. He wanted to, he had the desire to do it. He actually traveled, he won a competition, and then he got to go to state, and he got second place at the state level? District level, and then he competed at the state level, and this is Taylor Stone. And my last award is for a young man that he didn't start out in my class. He worked with us very closely, and he kind of enjoyed it, so he switched over to my class, and he is a senior this year. He's led, even when he wasn't in my class, he was leading kids in my class. He works very hard. He's open for new knowledge, and I'd like to present the Construction Top Carpenter Award to Jackson Ward.
Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you.
Who's next? Do I introduce the next one? Okay. Thank you all very much.
I'm Lana Driscoll, and I kind of split my day between here at the OMTC, and then I go to the middle school in the afternoon. But I have 3 classes that I teach here at the OMTC. I'll start with my health class. I have 2 students for health. It was my top student and maintained top percentage all year, and that's Addie Hunter and Silas Klink.
Do we have to take our picture?
My next class here is apparel and textiles. That's kind of a fun class, and I have some really good kids in there. This year it's a year-long class. We've also been able to open up doing basic mending and repair for clothing for students and staff here. But my top student for apparel and textiles this year is Faith Vale. And my last class here is housing. We do a lot of in there. We do basic construction, interior design, several different aspects, but I have a few awards for that class. My top architect award goes to Alex Clifford. My project manager award goes to Sophie Peterson. Future Realtor award is Chloe Slagle. And my interior design expert is Hadley Driscoll. And that's it for me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Hernandez. I'm the culinary teacher here at OMTC. First, I'm going to give out certificates for the students that passed their year 1 and their year 2 test. This test is extremely difficult, and I'm really proud of these kids for pushing through and passing these tests. So, as I call your name, if you'll come down. Caleb Karen. Lillian Kaufman, Zoe Gideon, Ashley Madera, Gracie Marie Prock, Emily Taylor, Gracie Nava, and that's all of my year 1 students. So next are my year 2, it's Darius Brown, while Darius is coming down. Darius also received the Certificate of Achievement through ProStart for passing both year 1 and year 2 tests, and he worked 400 hours in the industry, so that's a big achievement. Next is Desi and Daniel Parks. And Destiny Surface. Lexi Johnson. Joseph Milford. Okay, now that they're all down here, I'm going to give out a couple of awards. First is Top Chef of the Year. So this individual This is their first year in my program, but they have topped every student. He does amazing work in the kitchen. Even when his food turns out amazing, he's always trying to figure out ways to make it even better. And he's just a great student all around. So that goes to Caleb Karen. And then next I have top sous chef of the year. She's also amazing, always helps out every student in the kitchen, and that goes to Ashley Madera. And then in my room, we also run a coffee shop, and the students get to make the menu, they make the drinks, they add new items. And so I picked one student from year 1 and one student from year 2 who are top coffee shop employee of the year. So for year 1, that's Lillian Kaufman. And for year 2, it is Desi. And then lastly, I added this award this year. I didn't give it out last year, but I felt like this student really deserved this. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. But at the beginning of the year, I was not a big fan of her in my class. I tried to even get her out of my class, and I'm really glad that the counselors made her stay because I've enjoyed her being in my class. So most improved goes to Gracie Marie. Okay, thank you.
All right, if that shows you anything, that shows you how compassionate and enthusiastic us teachers are about our students, and I love to see that. So I teach teaching professions, so I'm trying to train our future teachers, and also I teach child development and relationships class. So my first awards are going to be my top students for my child development class. These kids just go above and beyond, participate every single day above their counterparts. So my first award goes to Zoe Harrington. Next is Annabelle Birdsall. Some of these students might be in their EOC. Emma Cruz. This next is my top students in my relationships class. First semester I teach careers, but second semester is relationships, and we really enjoy that class, and we learn about all kinds of relationships through, peers and coworkers and bosses and subordinates, and it's just a really fun class. That goes to Brendan Nazarian and Peyton O'Connor. Next, for child development, I got these kids into some things. We were always volunteering. We had Head Start nights where we would educate parents at Head Start. We had a pregnancy resource banquet where we would serve food. And I just got these kids into all kinds of things that afterward I think they regretted it. But these are my top volunteers. They volunteered on Friday evenings, Monday nights, outside of the classroom on their own time. My top volunteer is Faith Davis and Emery McLeod. So in my class is when we take home the fake crying babies that everybody knows that they see going all around school. And it's almost unheard of to get a 100% on taking care of the baby. That means every time the baby cried, you got to it in a timely manner, you knew exactly what it needed. So I have two young ladies that got a 100%, and I give them the Mother of the Year award, and that goes to Haley Halford and Aubrey Noble. You girls can go take your picture once these guys get down here. So in my teaching professions class, we changed this year from getting a paraprofessional certificate to getting a substitute certificate. We know we have a shortage of substitute in our area districts. So all of these young ladies are going to be certified to be substitute teachers. for next school year. Maybe some of them are even planning on working summer school, I think. So we have Miss Taylor Watson, Savannah Helbush, Autumn Gunter, Isabella Brown, Natalie Lawson, Mia Gonzalez, Alyssa Ripsum, Sanesi Tukia, Tatum Marsa, Rayleigh Stenzel, Caitlin Bennett, Caitlin Klaus, Alyssa Long, and Haley Williams. Stay right there, ladies. So these are all 14 of my students. They all put in a lot of work and passed this course, and they will be ready to be our substitutes next year. During my class, you have to do over 100 hours of practicum time in a classroom. These next young ladies get advanced practicum performance. That means they plan their own lessons. We're leading an entire class when I came in to watch, sometimes decorated classrooms on their own time, just went above and beyond and really embraced being a teacher. So that goes to Miss Bella Brown, Caitlin Klaus, Autumn Gunter, and Alyssa Long. I even steal some of Alyssa's teaching techniques. I say I want to be Alyssa when I grow up. She's amazing in the classroom. My final awards are from our state competition. These young ladies qualified for nationals when we went to Fulton to the state competition. Mia Gonzalez, an interactive bulletin board. Alyssa Ripsum, and teacher-created materials. Natalie Lawson and Alyssa Long, and teacher-created materials. And this young lady is not even in my teaching professions class, but she chooses to be in our Educators Rising Club. So she does all of her work on her own time. And that is Miss Emma Schrock in lesson plan and delivery of a STEM lesson. Emma here. And last but not least, Miss Haley Williams for creative TED Talk. Thanks, girls. You can go take your picture. I don't know who's next. Or do I know how to put this thing back in? Be aggressive.
I try to get, hello. I try to get some of these people to mess up so that it would take some pressure off, but they didn't, so that's better. But I am Kayla Clinton, and I am the instructor for the Health Sciences program, and I would like all of my students to come up, please, because they all get an award. So it was my pleasure to have these students in my class this year. Just getting to watch their growth has been amazing. They have been dedicated to providing great patient care to people that cannot care for themselves, which is a very humbling experience if you've ever been in that position. This program is very extensive. It is at least 75 hours of classroom instruction, as well as 100 hours of on-the-job clinical experience. So it's a big deal. I will be awarding my students with their CNA certification and their CNA pin for passing the state exam. It's a two-part exam. It consists of a 75-question knowledge test and then a skills competency exam. And they have to get at least 80% on both to become a CNA. So they've done a great job. They have all been awarded, and I'm super proud of them. These students have shown me a great amount of grace because this is my first year teaching, and it's been a journey for sure. So I appreciate their dedication to the career path that I love, and I'm happy to call them my fellow colleagues. So when I say your name, come and get your award. For my morning class, Charlie Clark. Cheyenne Croney, Michelle Davis, Audrey Garner. Oh, I haven't been giving out pins, sorry. Carly Olivas, Caitlin Romans, Jackie Tooley, Haven Tripp, Presley Weldon, and from my afternoon class, Kennedy Busalaki, Alicia Emery, Lillian Jackson, McKenna McGowan, Sophie Meddy, and Faith Songson. So please, thank you so much for just letting me just give some knowledge to them. I've been so proud. I think it's like a firstborn child. It's like a part of my heart is leaving today. So in addition to becoming a CNA, there are 2 students who went above and beyond with outstanding patient care, a strong work ethic, and reliability, which is so important in the industry. These 2 show dedication by also being at clinicals nearly 100% of the time. So from my morning class, the CNA of the Year award goes to Haven Tripp. And from my afternoon class, the CNA of the Year award goes to McKenna McGowan. And I'll give you your pins now. Does it just sign it? I'm scared. I don't know how to do it. Can you get this?
Yeah. You can do that.
Clearly, I'm a nurse, not a teacher.
Okay, you can go ahead. Okay. Oh, Grant's up. Grant. Yeah, I know.
That thing go up, I gotta lift it up.
Lift it on.
Hello, everybody. My name is Grant Watson. I'm the HVAC teacher. I got several certificates and awards to give. So you boys get up here. The first one I'll do is the OSHA. And the first one is Noah Boyd. Callan Davis. Thank you. Good job. Ben Lumen.
Thank you.
Holton Lopez. I'll do him last. Carson Long. Oh, he ain't here. HD3. They don't have your name on that. That's all right. That's someone else.
Yeah.
Hold on. You got the wrong kid in there. Who's Ryan or Rylan? Cooper Richardson. He ain't here though. Chaden Watkins. Good job, Chaden. Caden Ivy. He's here. Kyle Ellison. LaQuinton Stone. John Roberts. Brock Jones. Hey, I don't have Harlan's in here.
Okay, we'll find it.
Ben Williams.
Oh, you got it last year? Okay.
Gage Beggs. See here, I don't have Gary's either.
They got it last year.
Okay. This one's a forklift certification. Brock Jones. Cooper Richardson, Chaden Watkins, and Gage Beggs. Savannah, you want this? I got two of them. Good job. This next one is their EPA certification. It was a hard test. A lot of them passed it. Cooper Richardson, Chaden Watkins, Gary, I should have had him put that on there. Noah Boyd, good job, Noah. Caden Ivey, Michael Cook, Kyle Ellison, John Roberts, HD3, Copley, LaQuentin Stone, Ben Williams, Callan Davis, Carson Long, he here, Colton Lopez, Ben Lumen, and Taylor Watson. Just teasing. All right, this last award I got, some of the boys went to state or to districts at Skills USA, and Holton Lopez got third. Good job, Holton. And Michael Cook took first. That's all I got. The pushing me? Yes? Sorry, man. I think you're still. There you go.
Well, my name is Mike Mackey, and I teach industrial technology here at OMTC. The first award I'm going to give out to my students is academic excellence, and all of these students throughout the whole year, going way back to the first day of school, they've averaged a 95% or higher. This includes their projects and tests and all the work that they've had to do throughout the year. So as I call your name, please come forward. Karina Alessi, Gage Yarger, Christian Turner, Skylar Oliphant, Damian LaFranchise, Tyler Kumpala, Callan Kirby, Canyon Jarrett, Trace Hadley, Patricia French, Burley Forbes, Trig DeVree, Robbie Davis, Philip Dan, Kaylee Alessi, Candy Alessi, Hayden Akers, Luke Watson, and Carson Gibson.
Thank you.
Are you Candy or Kid? Okay, sure. Is that everyone? Yep. All right. Right, my final award is for the top student for each class. So these students, they had the highest percentage in their class. So the first one is goes to the Intro to Technology class, and that is Karina Alessi. I think she's gone on the FFA trip, so she's good. And then I have 2 for Woods 1. These 2, like, they really did hard work this year, done some, turned out some couple of great projects, and their percent, they were just like right neck and neck. So they tied for the top award, and that's Luke Watson and Carson Gibson. That's all I have. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Caden Hernandez. I'm the IT teacher, information technology teacher. This year, my students have gotten their Linux Pro certifications. Linux Pro is all about the Linux operating system. Many of you probably haven't heard of it, and that's because it takes 4% of the market behind Microsoft and Mac OS. But it takes over half of the market for servers, whether it be industrial servers, office servers, all kinds of stuff. So the kids that got their Linux Pro certifications typically will go right into that job market, working on servers, working in data centers, stuff like that. So I just wanted to give some context because this is a very hard test, and I'm very, very proud of all of my students for passing it and working so hard this year. So if I could have all of my IT students come down, and I know I'm missing some because they're at FFA. Part of the test was proctored, or actually the entire test was proctored, and the proctor was noting that she did not understand what was going on the actual test because it was all just a mixture of letters and numbers that didn't make any sense, so on a black screen. So that's pretty much the entire test. All right, so the first one goes to Alex Whaley. And then Lila Bradshaw, Connor Long, Gerald Todd, and that's all that I have. But anyway, this is my first year teaching, and all of these kids have been amazing. I'm going to miss all of my seniors very, very much. It's been an amazing first year, and they've given me a great first year, so I'm proud of them. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Deanna Shannon. I'm the marketing instructor and DECA advisor. I'm pleased to celebrate and honor the creativity, critical thinking, and real-world application of marketing principles showcased by our students. They craft marketing campaigns, develop innovative business ideas, and they show remarkable skills that can shape the future of the marketing industry. I want to recognize first the students from each course who have maintained the highest averages in their respective marketing courses, sometimes higher by only 1/100th of a point. It was tight, but I only chose one from each class unless they were tied. So for Marketing 1, Stella Benson, Marketing 2, Kendra Howell, Digital Marketing, Madeline Jarrett, Entrepreneurship, Americus Means, Leadership in the Workplace, I have 4, Malachi English, Camden Kemp, Josiah Schott, and Nicholas Virtue. Sports and Entertainment Marketing, Chloe Slagle, and Retail Marketing, Chloe Slagle. This was an exciting and busy year for our school-based enterprise, or as the kids know it, the school store. The store is student-operated and managed. Students open, close, stock, and take inventory. They determine what products to sell, and it takes a great deal of effort to keep it up and running. Students in marketing classes are able to put the concepts they learn on paper into practice in the store. It's kind of like our science lab. I want to recognize students from each hour who have played a huge role in the day-to-day store operation. Some of these students are repaid by having their DECA trips paid for, but for others, this recognition is the only payment they receive. From opening and closing the store every day, serving customers, restocking inventory whenever it's needed, and basically stepping up without ever having to be asked or reminded. These students stood out in going above and beyond most days. For first through third hour, Stella Benson. Fourth hour, Josiah Schott. Fifth hour, Justin Alessi. Connor Schuster and Easton Binkley for sixth hour. And for seventh hour, Malachi English and Will Mares. This year, we began a new venture, Spirit by DECA. The owners of Level 48 Styling Company graciously allowed us to feature some of our apparel designs in their store on the square. One student stands out in her dedication to the new brand that was developed as a result of this partnership. She stepped up to write the 50-page application for SBE Gold certification through DECA for our apparel business. It was awarded, and she and another DECA member are traveling to Orlando, Florida, 2:30 in the morning to compete and attend the SBE Academy. Faith Castillo is the Spirit by DECA Associate of the Year. Marketing 2 students are responsible for managing the store. Once again this year, that fell to one student who stays on top of inventory, product selection, ordering, and staff scheduling. From September to the end of November, she collected data about the store operations and wrote a 25-page application that earned our school-based enterprise gold recertification at the national level of DECA. Because of that work, she and another DECA member will leave in the morning for Orlando, Florida as well to compete at ICDC and attend the SBE Academy. Kendra Howell is our SBE Manager of the Year. And I want to thank our school district administrators and other teachers and these students. It's really been the best year. And real quickly before I go, because we're leaving for Orlando in the morning and we'll be gone for a week, I would like to announce our DECA officer slate for 25-26. Our CEO and president will be Stella Benson. Vice President of Membership and Hospitality, Taylor Greenfield. Vice President of Marketing Communications, Taylor Stone. Vice President of Finance for Spirit by DECA, Faith Castillo. Vice President of Finance for Clawmart, Molly Bowenkamp. Vice President of Career Development, Chloe Slagle. And that's it. Thank you all.
I'm Corey Rogers. I'm the welding instructor up here. We changed our testing a little bit this year. Didn't go as well as we'd hoped, but next year's going to be better. So for my guys this year and gals, we tested on the OSHA 10 and forklift certification. So guys, when I call you, come down here, get your card, stand up here up front, and then I'll go through another certification. So. Mason Cogdill, Tyson Shepard, Sam Peterson, he's at Ag, isn't he? Yeah. Michael Turner, Rusty Deaton, Peyton Cogdill, Michael Finch, Braxton Bolfing, Tate Maldonado, Weston Bennett, Briley McCall, Kyle Barker, Hayden Evers, Kyle Beller, Rylan Duggar, Leedy Curtis, he might be at golf, Michael Melton, Josh Jansen, Bryson Kingery, Aiden Barb, Hunter Finch, Jeremiah Claiborne, Wyatt Bolfing, Trevin Curtis, Joey Kennedy, Brett Haywood, Karsten Wright, Justin Moore, Damian Martin, and Gentry Pickett. All right. And these guys here are getting their forklift certification. Peyton Cogdill, Tyson Shepard, got a lot of them gone actually. Peyton Evers, Kyle Miller, Peyton Vince, Weston Bennett, Tate Maldonado, Kyle Barker, Brad McCall, not sure to get Braxton Golfin, I think that's it. You want to know? Okay.
Hello, I'm Kaylee Jones. I'm the CTE coordinator here. This is my second year, and I'm going to hand out the ACT work key scores and certificates. I learned a lot about this test this year, and it's very difficult. So these students received a gold certification, and they scored all 5s and aboves. The test is scored from less than 3 to 7, so this is an outstanding score. The first one is Darius Brown, Lila Bradshaw, Justin Borders, Raymond Bailey, Cooper Vaughn, Destiny Surface, Anthony Mora, Connor Long, Jackson Kelly, Landry Golden, Charlie Clark, Trent Carmen, Kennedy Busalaki, and that's it for our gold students. Great job, guys. Right, the next one is platinum. So they scored 6s and 7s, which is very outstanding. It's awesome. I think we had a couple students that scored all 7s. The first one's Faith Sonskins, Ashley Madera, Alyssa Long, and Alicia Emery. All these students worked really hard. We had a week of work keys prep, so they got to be in the classroom with me. And our scores advanced from last year, so I'm really proud of them. Thank you.
Okay, winding down here. So the next thing we're going to give out are some scholarships. So the first scholarship that I have is the Nettleton Construction Scholarship. Shane Nettleton, who owns Nettleton Construction, was actually a former construction teacher here at OMTC, and he's continued to work closely with our current teacher on projects they collaborate with, some things we contract out, and he's always good to step in and help us with those. And he wanted to give back to the students in the program, so he was awarding one of Mr. Keeling's construction students with a $500 scholarship, and that student is Jackson Ward. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, next we have our Grow Your Own scholarships. When we started the Teaching Professions program a few years ago, we wrote a grant called the Grow Your Own grant. And the theory behind this is to be able to grow your own teachers from your own school district. So we partner with our sending schools, and the students at they do their practicum at their home sending school, and hopefully will be working at their home school as substitutes next year and eventually teachers. So 2 of those students are receiving a $1,000 scholarship, and those students are Alyssa Long and Savannah Helbush. Don't lose it. Your check's in there. Let's go take your picture. Okay. Yes, is it there?
All right, so the next thing we're going to do, yesterday we had our mock job fair. Miss Shannon put on a great event. We had 30 employers, students interviewed at 3 employers, and they were scored. Each program gave me the top student, the top scoring student of their program, and we put them in a drawing for gift cards, so we'll award them first. The first one is Taylor Stone, Olivia Chamber, Briley McCall, and Gabe Frost. So these students did outstanding in their interviews yesterday, so good job. Okay, the next thing we're going to award is the Workforce Scholarship. We started this last year. It's became one of my favorite things to do because we're awarding students that are going straight into the workforce. As you know, they can't use A+. When you go to work, you need something. You need steel-toed boots, simple tools, scrubs, a stethoscope, and it's expensive. And you have to work to get your first paycheck. So we're helping these students go straight into the workforce. All these students are great. They passed their IRCs. They're hardworking. The teachers have recommended them. We called employers and made sure that they've applied. Some of them have gotten hired. And so we did call and verify employment. The first one is from construction. It's Jackson Ward. He's going to work at MoDOT, and he gets boots and a grease gun. Right, our next one is a health sciences student. She is going to work at Kabul Nursing Home. I believe she's currently employed there. And she gets scrubs and a stethoscope, and it's Lily Jackson. The one on the left. Yep. Is she not here? All right, the next one is an HVAC student, and he's going to work in the electrical field. He gets boots and a meter that did not come in yet, so he gets a piece of paper until we get that. And it is Harlan Duggar. Right, our next one is an auto body student. He's a great student. He's applied at Prime, and he had an interview yesterday. They were bragging on him, and it is Justin Borders, and he gets an impact and a socket set. Right, our last one is a health sciences student. She just got hired at Landmark Villa this week. She gets scrubs and a stethoscope also, and it's Michelle Davis. This scholarship is solely based off of donations. We spent probably $1,500 on all this stuff, so we've had great support with the community, and I would like to thank them. You want to introduce them? You can. Next, we have a special family.
Miss Lori Hyde and her family are going to come up and present the PJ Memorial Scholarship.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lori Hyde. Some of you will refer to me as Coach Hyde. However,
the name that brings the most joy is called Mom or Mom Mom. I would like to introduce 3 of my 4 children, Haley Schaefer, Riley Holman, and Jackson Holman. But today I would like to talk a little bit about one who isn't here today. His name was Preston Jarrett, or we called him PJ, and he left this world tragically on June the 13th of 2004 at the age of 33. As an educator, it's a little hard to say, but his passion was not necessarily education. He did, however, believe in knowledge and people. Preston never knew a stranger. He was inspired by those around him to pursue his dreams relentlessly, strive to be a good human, and give back to the community and the people he grew up around. He loved his community, his family, especially his sisters, brother, wife, and his 2 sons, Parker and Van. Today, I am proud to establish 2 scholarships in his memory for 2 very deserving young men. The scholarship represents not only financial support, but his commitment to the values Preston had. Dream big, work hard, persevere, make your dreams happen, live, laugh, love. It is our hope that these scholarships will empower Mr. Harlan Duggar and Mr. Peyton Cogdill to chase their dreams and make a positive impact on the world like PJ did.
So the last thing we have is our Sending School of the Year. We also started this last year, something fun. We take into account their IRC pass rate, their attendance percentage over here, their GPA, and what percentage of enrollment we have of their junior and seniors. So this school, their attendance was 94%. Their GPA was 3.49 here. They have 68 total juniors and seniors at their school, and we have 37 of them, so that's 54.4%. So we have over half their juniors and seniors. Their pass rate for their IRCs was 92%, and this school is Norwood.
Accepting the award is their counselor, Lori Drake, and she is awesome to work with, and we're sad to say that she's retiring this year, so we're going to miss working with her next year. Congratulations. Okay, we would like to thank you all for coming. We have refreshments down here, we have some donuts, and we have our backdrop. If you'd like to come take pictures with your family, you're welcome to do so. Thank you.